And build a city. Let's move the resources here first. Ah, yeah, loading screens, loading screens, loading screens. I'll have to see how much we can move at a time. It probably doesn't make sense to move every type of item. For example, we probably have a huge amount of steel, things like that. So we should move other things first. Try to at least a little bit see what we should take and what not. And also move power armor. T45, T45, T60B, T51.
I could plan on using your robot powers for good.
Yeah, this is gonna take a few attempts. Biometric scanner. Each one is worth 3. Oh, Christ. I wonder which one would be better. Trying to do back and forth quick traveling or just take everything in a walk slowly there. This is a long list. Actually, some of these things don't have weight.
Hey.
What's the plan?
This should help at least a little bit. It's a lot of steel. Right. At least we can move a fairly sizable chunk of stuff. I don't think we have to move everything. Steel we can probably get just by chunking the cars here. Maybe some other things. That's not important. Why am I traveling here?
Hey.
Do something for you? Whatever you need.
Let me try a few production items. Just see what we're missing. Definitely could use more concrete, screws, and oil. Power generators, screws, rubber, nuclear material. Salt turret, screws, oil, circuitry. Well, we have a significant amount of steel, aluminum, that sort of thing. What about stores? Steel, bottle caps, wood. Don't have really the money, but the important thing is we aren't in a huge need for of many ingredients. We could go for thievery too. Not with Nick though, he's just gonna bitch and we're gonna lose influence or affinity with him if we do. Hopefully if we do back and forth with the same quick travel location, we can also travel much more. Another T60.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Fertilizer bags. Float fly glands. Well, we have to take some of the less attractive items too. Bowling ball. Brotherhood of Steel hollow tags can be turned into steel. How about no? Don't think the game cares though. There's a lot of ceramics. Comfy pillows. It's not looking that bad anymore.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Never thought of
Coolant. Yeah, we have two coolants. It's a specific item that's needed for some recipes, and I'm just not seeing it. Okay, crystals. More crystals. Oil. Aluminum circuitry, nuclear material. Duct tape. A lot of duct tape. Adhesives. Fiber optics. Fiberglass. Fuses. How to fill them all? Gears. Can't take them all, but we can take a significant amount.
Porter could consider themselves.
Right. It's looking more like we have the basics that we would need. Might want to start transferring power armors. We really only have to do a handful of transfers and we got pretty much everything worth transferring in the first place. We might want to switch up the quick travel location though. There's no real reason for us to quick travel there, we want to access this. Crafting. Miscellaneous. Scavenging station. Roaming feeding bell. Siren. Fast travel targets. For now, we'll leave it here. We can always change it around, I guess.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
Over here.
Count on it. If I got it.
We are gonna need a huge amount of steel. The cars that are here are not gonna be enough. We could, I suppose we could make wooden walls, but I don't think so. Wood is a much more precious resource in reality. You can get it through some places well enough, but not always. There's fighting going on here. Might as well gather up resources here. I didn't notice any wood near the construction yard at the drive-in. Huge amount of rubber. I suppose if you clear a place like this, you could... It's not a terrible place. Just... it doesn't really work for me.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my own.
$39 gas canisters. Take that. Right. Nick. Where? There.
I have so much data on the world before the atom bombs. I fear I may have to
Most
delete
folks are
Heads
just
up.
looking for a hand.
I'm listening.
All we gotta do is offer.
An
Let me
extra
know if there's
100
anything I
pounds
can do
of
to
weight.
lighten the load, or
Now. Industrial solvents.
no, if you need anything.
I think we want something fairly substantial there before we even put in the radio beacon. I mean, we're gonna need the area itself doesn't necessarily need food. That can always be transferred from somewhere else.
Look alive.
Here's what I've got.
But the big part of the point is to just build a large colony, so maybe producing your own food is not a dumb idea. At least to the extent you can. This is also where we're going to get all of the companions that we're not currently using, unless there's some more fitting place for them. I'm hoping for them to act as extra defenders for the place. I mean, they're got to be invulnerable. P45 P50.
Sun goes down, crazies come out.
Don't let all that horsepower go.
We have a lot of other things here besides the junk. God damn it. There's still a pretty big list of shit you can take. Ah, crap. 213 tin cans.
Loading
Well,
ahead.
if anyone could figure out
It
if
can be hazardous to your health.
And then there's the containers too. Oh, fuck me.
The influx of data is hard to process.
sun goes down, crazies come out.
I will work on this.
Look alive.
Here's what I've got.
Well, we don't need to transfer it all now. It's actually much preferable that we don't. I
Maybe
think
constantly
we
trying
might
to
as well
kill it.
try to deal with the Jungle's the moon monkey. With the items we have, I can't really think of anything obvious we might be missing in large quantities.
Us, but
So let's just see what we can do. We've already transferred a massive amount of equipment, and we should be able to do all the upgrading and all that.
Take a look.
Upgrading that we don't have the skill for yet. Right. Excellent. I could use a bed. I think there is a bed there. I want daylight. we're going to clean up the place. See what that should give us a lot of resources too. So we'll look after that what we are missing, or are we missing anything? Okay, it's about 10 hours should do. We've looted this already. I suppose, I mean, have I though? I think I have. I don't particularly want to leave here anything extra. We need something, we'll build it. Well, we can get rid of the gate, but I don't see why we would. It's just to our benefit to have it. Has to patch the holes in it. I'm not sure what kind of fencing we can do, so I'll leave it for now. Having some tables here probably wouldn't hurt. At the same time, I'm pretty sure I can do tables. I'm also somewhat interested at the possibility that you could reveal something new by removing existing crap. So it's one of the reasons I'd rather move everything and see what's left after that. Okay, it's an easier way to do this. It says that you need to press enter to scrap, but it accepts E. So sometimes it doesn't, but here it does. There's some other situation where it accepts them, but I don't recall it. Much easier. We don't have to kill every tree here, but at the same time, we're going to build fences and things like that. Having the trees here are just likely to cause trouble. And there are trees outside our area, so it's not like we have to hold on to every piece of tree here. This is something we can't move around. Right. Starting to look right, nice. Clean slate to start our work on. We might as well move the cooking station around instead of scrapping it. Store it. I might have to replace the fencing. I mean, it's a fence instead of a wall. This does mean that we can't spawn new things into these containers, which means nothing to me, but something to be aware of. And the fencing has to go. This type of fencing isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it's actually a great thing if we can hide turrets behind them. I mean, it would be a good protection against all the melee attacks. The turrets can easily shoot through it. But you can't just come and bash them to pieces. Assuming you're not planning to put some kind of missile turret there naturally. Right. One last place to go. Not sure if there's anything too vital here. Can't scrap it. Right. Bad at all. What is that? There's a single bullet there. Right. Basic preparations done. What kind of walls can we do? Junk fences. Well, that's a gate. Proper gate. I don't think we're looking for junk fences. Wire fences. It's sort of a... It's too low. Get fences. There's nothing particularly wrong with that, but I think we should do a junk fence gate, because that's pretty much the only gate we have available to us. build a proper steel fence. I'm not objecting to this gate. I actually like it more than the junk gate because you can shoot through it. This is gonna eat up some metal. We have 1705 steel. That's going to have to be good enough. Guard posts. Very much like a guard post here. Although we need to start with the wall. The wall determines. Wall is more important, and it determines where we can put what things. Some costs. Some wall is very high cost. What's the difference? I suppose these are sort of a, well, steel wood hybrid walls. Not sure I like them. All the larger walls are thin steel. But this seems to be the most like a proper wall. We can move things around. Looks just fine. Can't do 90-degree angles like this. We have to use some kind of a corner piece. I don't really like how these work. Is there any better way to do corners? These pieces just don't fit super well, but I suppose that they're easier to attach than normal just wall pieces. Because they don't attach. So they don't try to do this annoying sticking together thing. Yeah. It's not amazingly good, but it works well enough. It's probably a better way to do this, but yeah. Good enough. It just needs to block people from walking through. $156 to go. We'll have to figure out how we're gonna do these areas. damn it. There's gonna be a little bit of an opening here and there. Might be able to block it through some means, but I don't know if it's worth it. Another corner piece here. Maybe it's a different kind of wall, could function as a blocking piece. Of course there's a shitstorm coming when I'm going to try to do this. Not that it particularly matters, but could have done without this. Oh, come on. You can't attach it there? Fuck. I'll have to work this out some other ways. Let's put the... want to build the wall somewhere there though. It's not exactly... well, it doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to get the maximum possible area for our use. Although it certainly wouldn't harm, but this is... at least... I wanted to go at least to that building, that's different. We'll see how this goes. You can always make minor modifications at some other time. It's a interesting way to do this. Right. Okay. Oh my god. Just need to be able to move through here, that's all that matters. Right. Actually exiting this for a moment just to save. I don't want to do this again. Let's try how the walls go when we lower ourselves a little bit. We can later on patch things, make them look a little bit more appropriate. but they're not gonna jump over those. I still don't like the floating wall. If we can do something about it, we will. Far from perfect, but you're not gonna get through that. And if we patch it a little bit, you're certainly not gonna get through that. Yeah, it's okay to have a little bit of construction. A little bit of a construction area out there in front of the gates.
Not doing them much good at this point.
We might want to do defenses there. Right. I think we want to move this across the ground here instead of try to raise it higher for no particular reason. It'll just make it fit badly. Already doesn't fit particularly well. Well, could we sort of ground this a little bit better? I think we should try to keep grounding and grounding and grounding until it works a little bit better. Right. God. We want, well, this can go continue on a little bit further, but nothing. Has to be a different type of piece. Not sure. It probably could be a wall piece. Different type of piece, so it doesn't attach itself quite so quickly. Right. This could be a decent area even for farming, so we do want to carve as much out of it as we can. That'll do. going out of the area. God damn it. Yeah. Slightly tilted. Where is it? Okay, it doesn't look that bad, and this is fertile ground. I mean, if we absolutely want to do some food production, this can do it. I don't think that can. It might be good for houses. Ah, okay, we're at least getting closer to connecting these two. It's gonna be a fair size structures. Do I want some kind of a street here? We probably want water production here. For what? I can't have everything be it. Water purifier industrial. Right. Produces 40 water. It's pretty much water for the entire city. Fires firepower. Wonder could we do 2 of them? I don't expect 40 people to even live here. What I expect to see is, can I do 2? Yeah. So that's 80 power. I mean 80 water. Well, there's growth potential for the city, right? We could do a smaller one, I suppose. That's 20. No, only 10. That's almost nothing. And still it requires 2 energy. I'll place another one of these. It's not... Alright. Well, that's enough water for the city and some extra, isn't it? Gonna have to do a lot of power no matter what. And we don't have to connect both of them to anything, just one. And if then later we need more water, we can just connect the other. Right. It's a bit hard when you don't have a even ground to do this. We might be better off starting this wall again at a lower height, then build toward the edge. That seems to work better. Yep, just doesn't fit well. No matter how you stick it, it's gonna be a little bit problematic. Ah, crap. Well, it's not gonna hit. Ugh, shit. Have to take what we can get. That sucks, but it's have to take what we can get. Lethal block access. We might have to do some fine tuning. But with fine tuning I mean add additional walls of some sort to block the access clearly. Maybe block the visual connection. We can still do 83 of these. Actually, I'm surprised that we're struggling to... I would have imagined that the resources we had would have been more than enough, but actually this is quite resource intensive to build this kind of a ridiculous, unnecessary fortification. Who knew? Okay, that's actually quite nice. Hmm. No. No, no, no. It's gonna have to block this somehow. Well, it isn't pretty. I'll admit that. But it's sort of resembles a wall. It's not like I can get through this. Oh, actually I can, but that's not acceptable. Oh. Maybe find add a different type of a wall. Well, I'm a bit more confident you can't get through it, but it's yeah, it's I've seen prettier walls in my life. Right. I think we need more resources. Junk isn't the problem now, but I was thinking, for example, if we want to plant something here, this seems to be the only area we can plant anything anyway. We don't have any of those ingredients with us. So, corn, mud fruits, potato. We might as well visit Sanctuary for one other reason. See what kind of resources have they been able to gather up there. Move another power armor. Get some different type of loot moving. Nobody's been working here, so these aren't producing anything.
The sun is setting. Make sure to stay
Never
warm.
thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful. Oh boy,
Always
that's
wondered
a
what
lot of
you
metal.
look like as a robot. Not too shabby.
Right, we're looking for aid items. 14 corn. No mud fruits? Potatoes. 18 potatoes. Our food items, water, that sort of thing. Okay, that worked out quite nicely, in fact. So we'll take extra junk items. Right. Well, it isn't fantastic, but corn and potatoes are guaranteed. I'd like mud fruit too, simply because the combination is needed to produce adhesives. Although our adhesives are not currently a problem, but I don't see any reason why you wouldn't try to balance those three. You have nothing really to lose. Yeah, we need to stop a lot of crap here. Mud fruit we can gain by simply visit a couple of farms. Crap. I put all the stealth boys here. I mean steam packs. Right. Gonna get more. Gonna do a quick visit to Sanctuary to get our mud fruit. We'll get extra corn and potatoes from this place too. Mud fruit would be, I guess, best gained from the robot nurtured greenhouse or crop fields.
What's going on?
Let's trade some things.
What's up?
What's up?
Seems to be growing well.
We will want to start connecting some of these. Settlements, I mean. Currently these horrible places are the largest settlement, which seems sort of ridiculous. What do we have here? It's producing bottle caps, because it has a shop. Right. Artillery smoke grenades too, apparently. Might as well take them and store them somewhere else. Circuitry. More corn. Probably a lot of purified water. Wood. Right, you can keep this scrap. Don't think I need anything else from here. I need someone to run the trade route between this place and Starlight Shrine. Show supply lines. Excellent. Since the Starlight Drive-In is supposed to be the bigger city, I'll try to send people from here to the other places instead of waste very few people working on these farms to doing some kind of supply run. Isn't worth it. Another power armor moved to our little new colony. I suppose I should start moving other things. Weaponry and armor. Still, junk is more valuable at the moment. Never know what we're gonna need. And more steel isn't gonna hurt either. Bones for oil. Right. Nick should be able to carry the excess if I ever manage
I
to
wonder if the data
find him
collected
again.
will serve any purpose. Hey,
There's something you need?
Okay, now things are starting to look a little bit better. And we're sort of getting the end of this list too. Yeah. It's basically the steel, the only larger item that we have to transfer anymore. And then we pretty much have everything. Yeah, a lot of work, and basically we've achieved nothing. But at the same time, we've laid a foundation for building the actual settlement. Done a lot of the transferring. We could have just, I suppose, put a person on a supply route. But I don't want to do that. It's a more sensible thing to handle that though.
Go on.
Okay, with this we should be able to do what we need to do here. Set things in motion. Right. There's no beds. There's nothing here. We more or less have a wall around the place. Needs a little bit of patching, but it will probably keep outside as people outside. So what we do need is houses. Metal or wood, I don't think it really matters. Prefabricated, sure, I don't want to waste a huge amount of time just building a house. I actually like the wooden houses much more. They seem to have more space in them. Multiple floors usually. A shack or a large shack? I don't know though. It sort of looks like well, a village filled with shacks. It looks terrible. But combining these objects isn't exactly without trouble either. They don't combine too well. I'll try one of these. No, I'll just use to prefabricate it. It's a lot less aggravating. Very small metal shack. Yeah, the wooden ones have more free space. Bridge, railing. Stairs, roofs. Yeah, the large shack sort of appeals to me. Still, what would be a good place to build them? Let's not be hasty. We're gonna need power no matter what. Windmill. Space is an issue, so I think we want to build large generators. I wonder if there are better ways to do power. How do you get them? Well, we need power for the water. That goes without saying. And we might as well just stick them as close to the things as possible. Again, space is an issue. But the more we can save it, the better. Okay, we're producing 10 power and 40 water. Not bad. Yeah, I wanted to do food first, because Brahmin. How do you get Brahmin in the first place? Do I just need to build a Brahmin beef trough? Would have to build a fence for them. Because there's a limited amount of construction space for food. So I wanted to see first and foremost, where can we build food? That should be enough for now. No, let's expand it. This is where all our food production is gonna go to. Which means we can build any kind of real structure anywhere else, it doesn't matter. Let's see how this looks. Don't like the fact that I have to jump to get into this building. I can walk into this building, but not the other. Yeah, this is no good. Just no good. Christ's sakes. Right, so I actually think I'll leave things here. We're not going to be able to turn this into a proper colony anytime soon, so I'll leave the rest of the building for the next time and hopefully start doing something else while waiting for people to actually come here.